My name is Ben Doyle, and this is my AS 280 critique, narrative critique of Amanda Zahn's photograph. Um, this specific photograph um, seems to be depicting uh, some sort of domestic abuse. Um, you see in this picture um, a man's hand holding a candle holder, um, and then in the background you see uh, this young girl sitting on this chair, terrified, staring back at him. She seems to be reaching away from his direction, about to get up, possibly run away um, from him, uh, potentially about to hit her with this object. Um, some elements in this image that I thought were compelling to in the overall composition were um, the use of uh, the props, or the use of the candlestick really showed um, this idea of abuse, or this reoccurring nightmare. I guess that being shown within this image. Um, Again, the the lighting, I like it because it seems to focus the person on the the hand of the man and the candlestick, and everything else around it seems to be blurred. Um, and this, I think, was used to portray um, sort of the unknown of what's going to happen. But I guess you can sort of infer the future of this image, of this sort of abuse situation. Um, Again, um, I think the use of color was a good choice in this image. I think if it was black and white, it might not work as well in terms of the um, the focusing of the man's hand in the candlestick. Um, Overall, um, I think the elements um, really give the composition a compelling argument for what it's trying to show. Um, but something I might change would be, um, I guess, the fadedness of the image. Maybe fade it more on the edges, to sort of create even more of um, a disturbing image of abuse. Um, but um, I think adding that blurriness on the outside would create a um, the compelling more of a compelling argument. But another thing to potentially change would be the brightness of the background where the girl is. Maybe making that darker, showing the dark place that she potentially is in from this reoccurring abuse, to play into this idea of this recurring nightmare. Um, Again, just small improvements like the lighting um, of the image. Um, Another improvement that could potentially make this image a little more compelling could be um, maybe her face is a little less blurry, so you see that the emotion that she's going through, um, of this man coming towards her with the candlestick, potentially about to hit her with it. Um, I think that would go a long way um, in helping um, portray this reoccurring nightmare. Um, but overall, I feel like this image does a good job in portraying abuse, and this reoccurring the idea of a reoccurring abuse and the nightmare that it um, the nightmare that it creates for this girl being shown in the image.